Too bad. You get me. Deal with it. I'm close to God in the sense that I've become him before. Not today, but before. I don't want to be pissing and shitting and farting and coming.
Just don't, then. That sounds like a thing you could control for the most part.
Just fucking leave. Hi, everyone.
Howdy.
Hello. I go first.
You do. We're in the swapped positions now.
Welcome to My Neighbor Mothman.
Welcome to My Neighbor Mothman.
My name is Zachary.
I'm Levi.
We're doing this during the day.
It's well daytime right now, which is odd.
Well.
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 It's like the guy on The Simpsons just now.
Yeah, and nobody
one
else.
else.
All right.
I was trying to turn the lights on.
This is our X-Files show.
Yeah, we talk scary stuff. If the X-Files theme song plays, I am put it in here, and it's scary. If it's playing right now, you're getting haunted. Sorry. I had to look up forever. No!
Just get fucking copyright.
The
David
fingerprint's so
Duchovny
long.
shows up and
Why is
beats
this
the
fingerprint
fuck
so
out of me.
long?
Because he's Eugene Toombs.
I know, but it was scary. I was a child. I shouldn't have been watching that show.
Yeah, you should not have been.
That's the real part of this. Is I shouldn't have known the X-Files.
Man, I've watched 2.5 seasons of the X-Files in the last month.
Yeah.
Every time that theme song plays, I'm just like,
oh,
this is scare the fuck out of Levi.
I used to leave the room.
So I got 2 things for you.
Okay.
Well, I've got one thing for you, and then I've got another list of things for you, and you can pick.
All right.
Would you rather talk about the Appalachian Trail and all its mysteries,
Ooh.
or the alien resort in Taiwan?
Well, those are both very intriguing. Let's go. Mine's not close to either of those, so I don't really. Yeah, let's go. Taiwan aliens.
All right.
Let me hop up and change that screen to Twitch because I forgot to do that.
Okay. And while you do that,
while you pull that
I'll
up.
tell you about the Sanzi Pod Resort.
Okay.
In Taiwan. Meant to be a seaside resort for United States soldiers and rich businessmen. And so, and I'll post a picture. All the rooms look like UFOs.
Oh.
And they went, hey, wouldn't it be so cool if we had this futuristic resort where you could come and hang out? And there's water slides. There's a big pool. Here, I'll show you the pictures.
Those
Those are like the rooms.
Yeah, that looks
Sick as fuck.
Yeah. Space colony-esque.
So Whew. This has broken my phone and the website. So in 1978 they go, hey, let's build this sweet resort.
Yeah.
2 years later, it was completely abandoned.
Oh.
Because a number that I could not quantify of mysterious deaths and suicides.
Okay.
The area has been off limits legally since 1980.
Jeez.
But is, of course, an underground tourist attraction.
Oh yeah,
if I'm in Taiwan, I'm going to see it.
I've seen some people go and do some
illegal things,
illegal exploring of closed theme parks and stuff, and that's always interesting.
That's scary as fuck.
That's scary as hell. I'm not doing it, but if you're doing it, I'll peek at it.
I'm not gonna do it, but
I'm not gonna watch all of it, but I will peek at it because I'm still gonna get scared. You uploaded the video, so you're probably fine or whatever.
Maybe,
but who knows?
Unless it was their estate. So they started building it, and they built it in a weird way that we'll come back to. But and again, couldn't quantify what number it was. Lots of mysterious, like fatal accidents occurring during construction. That, like, for the time, unheard of rate.
Yeah.
Of accidents.
It's that OSHA who.
Yeah, right. Several on like a street nearby, there was a sharp uptick in fatal car accidents during the construction, as well as several workers, executives, and whatnot connected to it, despite never showing signs of depression or mental health issues, started killing themselves.
Some sort of fuck ass natural gas leak going on or something there.
The prominent two conspiracy theories: aliens. You built a UFO resort. Aliens.
Yeah, if you build it, they will come.
Number 2, graveyard.
Yeah.
All over a graveyard.
Oh, yeah. Don't. You gotta be respectful of the buried.
Yeah.
Down there. They're gonna be pissed off.
Some workers reported being visited by spirits on the site as well as at their homes.
Oh, that's not. They're following you home. That's not great.
Just like Aaron from Ghost Adventures. You brought the ghost home with you. Now you're divorced. And then you get remarried and she tried to kill you.
Oh, the ghosts make me drink whiskey.
Oh no, dude! The ghosts are making my wife try and hire a hitman to kill me during an episode.
I saw the Weezer bassist ex-wife got like they let her off with that like shooting thing. She's countersuing the police department for shooting her. I was like, there's so many things going on with.
There's too much going on. So, and the construction workers that were visited were told that they should not be disturbing the sacred ground.
Yeah.
And should leave it alone. The third theory is that the resort was cursed because they tore down a large concrete dragon statue.
Oh.
In order to, I think it was to widen the entrance of the resort.
Yeah.
They had a giant concrete dragon, and they tore it down, and then allegedly that's when everything started.
Gotta knock that shit off.
Yeah, you gotta stop chilling.
It seems like you hit like the trifecta of oops.
Yeah,
I built here.
Aliens, burial ground. I fucked up your cool statues.
Yeah.
Your cool statues of things that represent good luck and fortune and all this stuff. So that was 78. They started. By 80, shut down, gone.
Yeah. Wow.
9 years later, 1989.
Hell yeah.
A local president of a local beer house in Taiwan goes, "Wait a second. What if we didn't make it a resort? What if we just made it a village and we can live there?"
Yeah.
And he raised up or gathered $32 million to finish the project.
Good chunk of change there.
Did not get done.
Oh.
Because it was made out of reinforced concrete covered in plastic. One earthquake hits. All of those things are coming down.
Yeah.
In that area of the world.
Earthquakey.
Kind of gets a little earthquakey at times.
Yeah. Touch earthquakey.
Yeah. So that's the Sanzia Resort. It no longer exists.
Damn.
Tore it all down.
Safety. I get it.
Yeah. Looked cool as fuck though.
Oh yeah.
And I'll post a picture. Yeah, tore down in 2010. And this was written in 2016, and at the time, the plan was for them to put another resort there.
Hey, drag it,
Hey, that they looked at the other two guys that did it and went, "Yeah, you guys fucked it up, but me,
Fool me once, shame
I'm
on
built
you.
different."
Fool me twice, can't get fooled again.
Just like George Bush. So that's it for the Sansi Pod Resort.
Okay.
Now we're going to Appalachia.
Yeah.
So I was riding through that mountain, and I was like, first of all, we passed a cemetery,
Ooh.
and I was like, that's kind of scary.
Yeah.
I was like, it's broad daylight, and I'm kind of scared. Because, like, first of all, how'd it get up there?
Well, like we
People lived in the woods before.
We have a family plot up in the mountains in Tennessee.
Fuck that.
And yeah, it's just a like washed out dirt road that you go up to, and you get up there, and there's Grandma and Grandpa's grave along with some other people from their family, and it's just like, huh, yeah, that's
Yeah, we passed the swimming hole, and then like 30 feet later, just like 30 graves. And I was like,
swimming in people soup.
And then a Jeep tried to run us over and kill us.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Not really. It just
Wasn't
came around.
us.
It just came around a corner. And he's not supposed to be there.
What wasn't us? Can confirm.
Yeah, no, I looked at that guy, and it wasn't you. It's okay. And then a deer tried to kill me.
You do. Yeah, we had 2 deer hop out earlier on us. That was not fun.
Yeah.
Little baby, tons of spots. Brand new baby.
I guess it's about that time of year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so now we're going to Appalachia. We're going to talk about the trail. Because I was on a mountain, and I went, mountains are scary.
Yeah.
So first we're going to talk about the brown mountain lights. And that's how I felt. There was another brown mountain light when that Jeep came around that corner.
He activated the brown lights.
It would have been the second time this month I shit myself. After not shitting myself as an adult for 10 years.
Yeah.
Trusted one fart.
Yep, that's what gets you.
Woke up at 4:30 a.m., rolled over, and went, oh, my stomach hurts. And I didn't think to connect the fact that I'd woken up from how bad my stomach hurts.
Yeah.
And I just went, oh, just let me fart real quick. And I woke up real fast.
Suddenly very awake.
Suddenly very awake. Fully awake. So 2 centuries ago,
Yeah.
ghost lights started appearing above Brown Mountain in North Carolina.
Okay.
Brown Mountain's what I call my early morning bowel movement.
There it is. I was like, where are we go? Okay.
You knew where we were going. I was going to talk about poops more. Completely unrelated. I used to go to Anoka for my birthday every year.
Yeah.
Like growing up. And all year, I'm going for my birthday and we're doing Mount Ricemore. Which was, I would ask the man, the hibachi man, to give me as much rice as he physically could. I didn't eat anything else.
Yeah.
I would stack my plate as full with rice as it could, and everyone else would eat full hibachi dinner, and I just eat as much rice as I could cram down my gullet.
That's the dream right there.
And I always had such a good time. And you know what? And I always slept so well afterwards.
Yeah. Just full of rice, dude.
All rice.
Oh.
All rice, no breaks.
Love it.
14 years old, fucking
pounding rice.
Pounding unthinkable amounts of rice.
Unreasonable amounts of rice for a restaurant.
They should not have. There was no way it was cost efficient to give me that much rice.
That place used to, like, we leave some, like, hibachi places now with, like, leftovers. Not like Anoka.
Dude, Anoka used to wait. Here's a 3-course dinner to take home.
You can have 2 more meals out of your leftovers. It's like, what do you mean? There's so much food in here.
I miss it.
Yeah. It's gone, right?
Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah.
I don't remember what's there now.
That whole section's different over there in Athens, though.
Yeah, dude. Mount Ricemore. Yeah, like, literally 11 and a half months of the year.
Yeah.
Can't wait for Mount Ricemore.
Mount Ricemore.
And then eventually I like ordered normal hibachi. I was like, what the fuck was I doing?
Yeah.
The fuck was I doing? This food's delicious.
The rest of this is great. I was stupid. What am I what?
Why did no one stop me?
Even the vegetables are good. What are we
Yeah,
doing? Dude, yeah.
So yeah, it's about rice more. Just saying Brown Mountain a bunch made me think of
Yeah.
rice more. The first eyewitness to report the lights was a German engineer, John William Gerard de Bram. In his journal in 1771, wrote of floating lights above the Carolina hills, and then through his journals, from his account, stories passed down. No sound.
Mm-hmm.
They just kind of big glowing lights up above the mountain. They dance around, and then they either just dissipate or explode.
Oh, that's fun.
Yep. In 1922, the United States Ecological Society, which love to see what that looked like in 1922.
Like, damn, there's nature out there.
Holy fuck, have you guys seen trees?
There's more than 2 kinds of turtles, guys.
Hey guys, what's that bear doing?
Just cutting them real short on how much they could possibly do in 1922.
Yeah, like we're making cars for the first time. Hey guys, what are those little fucking furry things running around?
It's like, that's a cat.
No, man, this one's different. How? Don't know, man. It's weird. Like, take it like a cat, but different and weird. Hey, man, it's just a squirrel. We've known about it for 100 years. Whatever, dude.
That's a fuck ass cat.
That's a fuck ass cat, dude. Everything's a fuck ass cat now. So they investigated the phenomena and said, actually, headlights.
Oh.
Or lights from passing trains.
Oh.
And that's what everyone went, okay.
Checks out.
And then a flood wiped out all of the roads and tracks on the mountain.
Okay.
And the lights still appeared.
Well, shit.
And so much for fucking that.
Yeah. Back to the drawing board.
The prominent theory is that there was a battle between, I'm going to butcher this, Cherokee warriors and Catawba warriors.
Okay.
On Brown Mountain. And the mothers, widows, and sisters of the warriors set out trying to find their loved ones carrying, like, torches.
Yeah.
So this is, like, the lights of the torches.
Yeah.
That everybody was carrying.
Yeah, that they're carrying. Okay.
Now, you know, you can say, oh, nobody's, you know, we haven't seen them since 1922 or whatever.
Yeah.
Forest Service officers and scientists from the Appalachian State University in the last 20 years have officially observed the lights. The scientific theory is ball lightning.
Ball lightning. I hate when that happens. You just gotta stand up real quick.
Uh-huh.
It's like, oh, that hurts. Hang on.
Yeah, I did that yesterday on the bike.
Yeah.
Like, stood up real quick to avoid a little, like, it's not a pothole because it's a fucking dirt road. Little bump. Sat right back down on them.
Oh. Ball lightning.
And I don't know if you've ever been on a dirt bike or yeah. It's kind of just like having your balls Theragunned.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
The whole time.
Yeah.
So adding that on top of it was not great. We got back and I curled up in a ball on the floor.
Yeah.
And I was like, that sucked. That was 2.5 hours of just Theragun full speed on my balls.
If you're listening at home and you want to try along, just put a Theragun against your balls for the duration of one of these podcasts.
Saying during the podcast makes it seem like it's connected to this.
Yeah. But it's inspired by it.
If you're gonna do that, don't tell us about it.
Oh
please.
no. We don't want to know.
But to be specific, You gotta get it like up, like up in your gooch, like behind them, so that you're getting like the it's vibrating your whole core, like it's getting everything.
Oh.
And then if you want the exact experience, every now and then, just kind of take like a big bump.
Take a big bump.
Take a big bump with your fucking Theragun balls.
Oh.
This is the worst show of all time.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're gonna talk about the Bell Witch now.
Okay.
Robertson County, Tennessee, around the turn of the 19th century.
Okay.
Bell family moves to the Red River Bottomland. That's what I call this house. A decade after moving in, they start experiencing some strange shit.
Yeah.
You knocked your water
I
over.
did. It's fine. It's closed.
Knocking on windows.
Oh.
Knocking on doors.
Who is it?
Scratchings.
That's worse.
Could not figure out if that meant like scratching on the wall or like getting scratched.
Yeah.
Couldn't find out.
Like
Either are bad.
hearing scratches or seeing scratch marks kind of thing.
And I'll say this. The cat got into my room last night, unbeknownst to me, and was fucking up like something in my room at like 3 a.m. And I've never been so terrified.
Oh, yeah.
Because one, didn't know she was in there. I just like wake up and I'm like, what's that noise? I was like, oh, weird dream noise. And I was sitting there, I was like, no, it's a real noise. And I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Something's in my room and something is fucking something up. Something's scratching something crazy style. And I reach over and for some reason I keep my eyes closed because I was scared. I fucking tap my flashlight on. I just lift it up and just meow. And I was like, God damn it. I fucking sit up and she looks at me and sprints out the fucking door. And I was like, scared the fucking shit out of me, dude.
Luna got herself trapped in here the other day. She closed the door on herself, and then it was like 3 a.m. and I was just like, why is she screaming in my room?
Cats are fucking stupid, dude.
Like, oh, you latched the door closed. How'd you even do that?
Things getting dragged across the floor. I mean, sounds like they had a cat.
Yeah.
But then it started to escalate. The Bell's daughters began complaining that someone or something was pulling their sheets off of their beds and pinching them while they tried to sleep. And that's a little prankster, if you ask me.
Yeah, crime or prank? We're at prank right now.
Right now, in the 19th century, prank.
Yeah.
This day and age, crime.
Yeah.
You can't be in children's bedrooms pulling their sheets off of them and pinching them while they're trying to sleep. That is a crime. John Bell went, I cannot tell anybody about this.
Of course. Naturally.
Because the people at the church are going to think we're weird for being haunted.
Yeah.
So he tells his friend James Johnston, hey man, here's what's going on. James Johnston goes, yeah, dude, what the fuck ever. I'll come stay at your house. There's no ghost. I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
He's like, busted makes me feel good. Because he ain't afraid of no ghost. He collects molds, mildews, and spores and fungus.
Needless to say, Mr. Johnston did get absolutely fucked with.
Yeah.
Sheets pulled off, scratching, knocking. I'm really happy with how long I let you sit with that. So the story starts to spread because now 2 people know about it.
Yeah.
Or 2 families. But as the story spreads, ghost starts getting stronger.
Well, that's not great.
Yep. It started talking and claimed it was the spirit of Kate Batts, who was a local witch, which brought the nickname Bell Witch,
Yeah.
constantly harassed the family, arguing religion, singing songs, and
It's Gracie.
allegedly once reciting word for word sermons that were being told at churches that day 13 miles apart.
Oh.
Word for word telling the whole sermon.
Oh. Very interesting.
It's the 19th century. 13 miles is a long way.
Yeah, that's forever practically.
It became so notorious that one General Andrew Jackson showed up, said, "Hey, there ain't no fucking ghosts."
Yeah.
And then Andrew Jackson says, "I would rather fight the British at New Orleans again than fight the Bell Witch." Because guess what? Andrew Jackson, you're not above ghosts.
Nope. Ghosts will get you. They know what you've done. And woof.
Did you not watch Anarchy in the Arena? Just being a founding father is not enough.
No, it's not.
I know you weren't a founding father,
No.
but you're one of them. You're something.
You're on the money.
Yeah. So then John Bell dies.
Yeah.
And the ghost goes. The ghost hits what I would call a sweet bit here.
Hell yeah.
She poisoned him.
Oh.
She goes, "That was me, actually."
I did it.
Actually, I did it. I poisoned your husband.
No, it was one of those bad mushrooms.
Dude, they're all any of them.
I ate 3 in a row and didn't get poisoned the other night on a run.
Hey, everybody, play Peak.
Play Peak.
We gotta jump. We gotta recommend it while it's hot.
Yeah.
No one else has told you about it. Surely.
Surely no one else has.
So she claims poisoning John Bell.
Mm-hmm.
Leaves. Comes back. Leaves again. Comes back. Tells the oldest Bell's daughter to not get married.
Yeah.
Disappears. Comes back. Will only speak to the son.
Huh.
And then in 1828, she disappears for the last time
Okay.
with a final word. "I'll be back in 7 years." 7 years later,
Yeah.
Dr. Charles Bailey Bell, a Nashville-based neurologist, John Bell's closest living relative,
Oh. This is straight out of a horror movie already.
starts getting haunted.
Yep.
Knockings, stuff moving around, scratching. Never confirmed. Mr. Charles Bailey Bell, his ghost never talked.
Yeah.
But the pretty common belief is like, hey, that ghost said she'd be back in 7 years. It's been 7 years, and now you've got a ghost.
Yeah. And he was just like, I'm not gonna address this. If I don't look at it, it's not here.
He just got some noise canceling headphones.
Mhm.
He got some Bose.
Put up the blinders and just powering through it.
He's got those like dribbling glasses.
Yeah. So you can't see the ghost down
Can't
here.
see the ghost down there. He just keeps looking.
Yeah.
He looks all the way up, so he can't see anything down. So that's it for the Bell Witch.
Okay.
Now we're gonna talk about the moon-eyed people.
Woof.
Yep. It's fine because they think it's about us.
Oh.
So this is a Cherokee legend.
Okay.
A couple other tribes as well, but Cherokee have the strongest story about it. Beings or a race of humans different from the tribe or anyone they'd had encountered up to this point.
Mm-hmm.
Small, bearded, incredibly white skin, huge blue eyes.
Ugh, not me.
Me.
Couldn't be me.
They, according to legend, they were a nocturnal species, race, whatever, because their eyes too sensitive to the light.
It hurts your eyes.
Got the big blue eyes. The sun hurts.
So bright.
So they lived in the mountains, fished, hunted. Everything they did at night.
Just pack of redheads living in.
Yeah,
in the
pretty much. The belief is that they originally built large stone fortifications to defend against the Creek Nation.
Yeah.
But after being defeated by a neighboring tribe, they retreated into a system of caves in North Carolina and North Georgia.
Okay.
Get
your cave on. Go find them, guys.
Yep. So
good luck.
The first glance theory, European settlers.
Yeah.
Makes sense. The problem with that.
Mm-hmm.
The first recorded story of it is from 1170.
Yikes.
I don't remember the Little Sing Song.
Mm-hmm.
That's about 300 years before European settlers were there. So who the fuck were they? The most compelling evidence? There's a statue.
Oh.
And I'll show it to you.
Yeah.
I'll also post it. Those are just some guys,
Those are just some guys.
And I know what you're thinking. Whoa, they're so close together. Yeah, because they're conjoined.
Oh, okay.
And it was common for them to be conjoined.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Isn't that fun?
That's a very interesting. Okay. Woof.
Yep. So that's the Moon-Eyed people.
Damn mutants out there.
Damn fucking mutants.
I think we got rid of all of them before we came along. The mutants, that is.
Zachary Levi Carver said that.
The blue-eyed mutants.
That statue is in Murphy, North Carolina.
Okay.
But we could go see it if we wanted to. Flatwoods Monster lives up there. We've talked about the Flatwoods Monster. Wampus Cat lives up there.
Hell yeah.
We've talked about the Wampus Cat. And now it's time for... What bit do you want first? Do you want Reddit or do you want creepypastas?
Let's do Reddit first.
Great, that's the one I've got open. It's like you knew. So this is everyone's favorite bit. Oh, that's scary. Where I'm gonna read Levi a story, and then Levi's got to guess what Reddit it came from.
Yeah.
This used to be only from 2 Reddits,
and now it's just Reddit.
Now it's just Reddit.
So I just have to guess what his Reddit algorithm has decided to give him.
No, I go find them. This one seems to be mainly pictures.
All right. Well, while you do that, I'm gonna go ban this bot account.
Okay.
Don't come in here and do that garbage.
Go fuck yourself. Spooky Hella Ugly is kind of a funny name, though.
Yeah. Oh, Corey got him. Thanks, Corey.
I can't read you the entire title because it spoils.
Okay.
But this is by user Elfrina Green.
Okay.
1 hour ago.
Oh.
Hot off the presses.
Breaking news.
The old silos across the train tracks. It's a bit of a long one. Now, I'm going to preface this story by saying this. The silos in the story are no longer standing. They tore them down shortly after I graduated high school. I, however, can still see them as clear as day in my mind's eye.
Okay.
Okay, bud, you've got an imagination. You can remember things.
Yeah. I remember a place I've been a lot.
I remember seeing something. Okay, bud. We lived on the east side of Ontario. I don't know how to fucking say it. The school was on the west side. Okay? Feels like unnecessary details. Oh, sorry. Trust me. That will be relevant later on. Sorry, I wasn't familiar with their game.
Got you immediately, dude.
We had to cross the tracks to get to school or go under them, depending on which route we chose. Okay. Either way, they were creepy. But I believe all train tracks are creepy. All right. One way across the tracks passed by old silos. I don't know what they held when they were still in use. Weird way to end that sentence. My older brother, Frank, My older brother, I don't know if the older brother's name is Frank or if Frank's another person. My older brother, Frank, some of our cousins and friends started to get obsessed with them. They always joked about going into them, and I told them it was a bad idea.
Yeah.
Teenage boys and bad ideas usually go hand in hand. Sure, I was obsessed with the paranormal and ghosts, but those silos, they were a no-go. One night during summer break, 2 of my cousins, a friend of ours, my brother, and I were hanging out in the creepy park behind/beside our apartments. Dude, it seems like everything in this person's life is creepy.
Yeah. Maybe you got like a bad aura.
Yeah. Or they're just a scaredy cat.
Yeah, or that. Yeah, could be you're just a fucking coward.
Yeah. Hey, you ever thought of if you're a chicken shit? As teenagers are wont to do, we decided to play Truth or Dare.
Oh.
Stupidest idea we could have come up
boys?
with that night.
Let's go. Happy Pride Month.
I don't know the gender of our poster, but they do keep saying teenage boys.
Teenage boys in trouble.
Stupidest idea we could have come up with that night.
Yeah.
Everything started benign, but as most games of Truth or Dare, wouldn't know. Then my brother, our cousins, and our friend decided that I was being too benign. This motherfucker's doing SAT prep and just learned what benign meant. Decided that I was being too benign in the dares I would take, so they all decided they would double dare me to go to the silos. Well, now you got it.
You're fucked. They double dared you? You definitely couldn't just not do it.
Now, something you need to understand about me is that I don't like being told what to do.
Don't tell me what to do.
So I said that if I had to go to the silos, then they have to go into them. They didn't find that as funny, but decided if I was going to go to the silos, they would go into them. So off we went. The closer we got to the silos, the more I regretted telling them that they had to go into them. My brothers are male cousin. My brothers, our male cousin that was with us, and our 2 male friends started getting really excited about going to these silos. They're all horned up for these things. I tried to convince them that they didn't have to, but they were adamant that they were going to. That makes sense. You told them that they have to, and then they had to psych themselves up.
Yeah.
I tried and tried harder and harder to convince them not to, but our female cousins started taking my side. Not all boys. Ew.
Cousin, though.
Ew. Straight incest, Truth or Dare. The worst kind. Fuck, now I lost myself. The boys, however, were adamant that nothing bad would happen to them. Yep. I was not convinced. We finally got across the tracks into the silos. My brother and the rest of the idiot boys climbed up into the silos. My last plea to them was to be careful. My female cousin and I stayed as close to the silos as I would go. We could hear the boys laughing and being boys. Sounds like they were chilling. They shouted back that they were going to try and find a way to the top, which I was adamantly against them doing so. I just want to say,
yeah,
getting into a silo, not knowing if it's empty or not, crazy dangerous.
Yeah.
If there's anything in there, you're fucked.
If there's nothing in there,
you're fucked. Thanks for coming to our TED Talk.
Bad time. Hey, don't be in the silo.
Hey, don't get in the fucking silos. Have you guys not seen A Quiet Place Part 2? Hi, Delph. My cousins and I looked... nope, sorry. Yeah, no, I was right. My cousin and I looked up at the walkway between them at the top, watching to see if they got up there. We couldn't hear them any longer, and I was starting to freak out. I called to them as I saw a dark cloud from above the silos. I kept my eyes on them and started screaming for them to get the hell out of there now. That was when I noticed a figure come out of... there now.
Figure?
From the silo the boys were in. I screamed at whoever it was to get the hell down now, that it wasn't safe. That's when my cousin tugged on my sleeve and pointed to the door the boys had gone through. They were all there.
Who the hell is that up there?
I looked back up and saw the figure move to the other silo. He's doing parkour now. Someone was up there. Of that, I was sure. When the boys rejoined us, they were all laughing like it was nothing. I asked if any of them had made it to the top of the silo. They said they had tried, but the stairs leading up were rotted out about a quarter of the way up. So there's no way that I saw any of them up there. To this day, they all claim that there was nobody else in there with them, and most refuse to believe that I saw anyone up there. I know what I saw, though, and I know for a fact that someone or something was on that walkway.
Son of a bitch.
That's it.
r/paranormal encounters.
Fuck you, ghost stories.
Fuck.
The full title is My Ghost Stories.
Ah,
the old
yeah.
silos across the train.
I mean, that could have not been r/ghost stories, though.
I know, but
yeah.
fuck you. It's my bit, and I get to decide how to do it.
No, fair. Very fair.
And now we're doing the other one.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening Reddit stories, everybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
You could have gone to Smosh for that, but I stayed here. Their show's better.
It's got a higher production value.
Cool, really does. Neither of us have the fucking meat that Shane does. If you think we could get one Smosh member,
yeah,
who do you think it'd be? Did it be Peter, actually? It'd be Peter because Peter does Talk Tula.
Oh, yeah.
It's the only one that makes sense. Although they had to rebrand.
Yep.
I saw.
Oh.
They got on to Talk Tula, though.
Yeah.
And then they came back and they rebranded. And I think they said it so that they could good God, the fucking ads on this site. I think their plan is they're gonna talk about more than just Talk Tula.
Yeah.
So they're like, we gotta rebrand.
Yeah.
But part of me wants to go, you went on that show and she went, I'll fucking sue you.
Just cornered your market there too. It's like we can only talk about Talk Tula.
Yeah, you've limited yourself. All right, let's go. Let's see what the newest creepypastas are.
Okay.
Dude, that one's in parts. This guy's writing a fucking novel in here.
Dude, everybody's practicing.
For what?
Gotta write books sometime. Somebody's got to be the next Stephen King and just fucking crank them out, dude. What if I wrote a book a week?
Dude, I just got so excited because there was one called Jeff the Killer. And I was like, we should read it. It's 90 minutes long.
Oh, that's not Gordon. You know it's not.
I'm gonna. Here we go. 2 minutes of reading. Perfect.
Perfect.
Polybius.
Okay.
I'm gonna read this, and I want you to guess how I categorize these.
Okay.
And the rating. In Portland, Oregon, in 1981, an unheard of new arcade game appeared in several suburbs, something of a rarity at the time. This game was called Polybius, Polybius. The game proved to be incredibly popular to the point of addiction, and queues formed around the machines, quickly followed by clusters of visits from men in black. Rather than the usual marketing data collected by company visitors to arcade machines, they collected some unknown data, allegedly testing responses to the psychoactive machines. The players themselves suffered from a series of unpleasant side effects. Amnesia, insomnia, nightmares, night terrors, and suicide appearing to have been caused by the game in various versions of the legend. Some players stopped playing video games, while it is reported that one became an anti-gaming activist. That's it.
I feel like I have heard that before.
I also feel like I've heard about that one before. What do you think the rating was?
I mean, that's a 5, dog. That's just like that's just like a news headline.
You got it. 5.31.
Yeah.
Please tell me this is a short one. Oh, yes, less than a minute.
Hey.
Who was phoned?
Who was phoned?
Does Bruno Mars is gay?
Does Bruno Mars is gay?
Oh.
How is Babby formed?
Here is the story. Shout out to creepypasta.com, by the way. This is March 19th, 2008. Here
Okay.
are the tags: artifacts and objects, beings and entities, dark comedy, humor and parodies, deaths, murders and disappearances, famous creepypasta, strange and unexplained, suspense and thriller, anonymously authored, artifacts, beings, comedy, creepypasta classics, deaths, entities, horrors, humor, mysteries, objects, parodies, strange, suspense, unexplained. Who was phone? Who was phone creepypasta? Who was phone original? Who was phone original story? Who was phone story? 1 minute of reading.
Who was phone?
Okay, so basically it's like this. You are at a friend's house for like the night or whatever, and then you guys are making out on the couch. Parentheticals, yeah, and parentheticals. And then like her dad calls on the phone and says, she likes it more if you use the other hand. Yeah. And you're all like, oh, dude, your dad is trying to give me advice on how to diddle you. And then she's like, I don't have a dad or whatever. But what? Who was phone?
This is an 8-star. This thing's great. This is amazing.
No, sorry. I've got the TLDR. Do you want it?
Yeah.
So you're with your honey and you're making out when the phone rings. You answer. Sorry, I need you to understand the spelling on the TLDR is crazy. You answer it and the voice is, "What are you doing with my daughter?" You tell your girl and she said, "My dad is dead." Then who was phone?
Then who was phone? Oh my gosh.
That's my favorite thing I've ever read
That's
in my entire life.
Yeah, that's top. That's up there. AI could never.
6.42.
Hey. I liked it more than they did.
The people making these rankings are some real fucking assholes.
Yeah.
I don't want a sequel. I want a sequel to that one.
Yeah. Who is phone 2?
Who was Tone?
Who is callback phone?
Dude, then who was phone? My dad. I don't have a dad. Then you're all
Or
like,
whatever.
but then who was phone? That was fucking so good. Holy shit.
Ugh.
All right. Where are we at time wise? That feels like it.
Yeah. We're at
Dude.
47.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Dude, then who was phone?
Who is phone?
I'm gonna be thinking about that for days. So you're getting she like it when you use the other hand, and you're all like, dude, your dad's trying to tell me how to diddle you, and she's like, my dad is dead. Then who was phone?
If you want a Who is phone t-shirt, let us know. That can be arranged. Who is phone?
Who was phone, Levi? You're not fucking listening. Who was it?
You're
trying to-
listening, but you're not hearing.
You're trying to fucking diddle your girl, and her dad calls and says, no, I'm not like that. And she said, my dad's dead.
And who is phone? Then who?
She hands me a cell phone. She says, he's my dad.
It's not
It's not my
her
dad.
It's a
Then who was
It's
phone?
a cell phone.
All right.
I threw it on the ground.
Fuck, dude. This is garbage. I'm Zachary.
I've been Levi.
I was about to say I've been Zachary.
Yeah.
But I'm still Zachary, and I will be. I'm
Who knows?
sunburned.
Yeah.
Don't get sunburned. Put sunscreen on.
Put
That's
sunscreen
my
on.
recommendation.
Yeah.
Put sunscreen on.
If you're taking medicine, chances are you probably need to put more sunscreen on.
Is that a thing?
Yeah. The
Why?
SSRIs make you
Oh.
more sun.
I thought you just meant any medicine.
No, and like if you're like prescribed medication.
Oh.
I don't know what else does. You know, just be careful. Read
I was
the
gonna say,
fucking
dude, this is because I
instructions.
was eating my Tums.
Hey.
I ate too many Tums.
You
Got
got too much
sunburned.
Too
many Tums, got
your
sunburned.
skin got sunburned.
Oh no, dude! I'm turning into a Tum.
2 Tums. Tummed out.
Dude, I'm tummed out crazy style. It just means constipated. Why do they constipate you?
I don't know. It's
Stupid.
like chalky ass gross
God,
shit.
dude, why are they so good?
Anyway, you want to wrap this up?
Yeah. Who was phone?
Who is phone?
If you know who phone was, you can email us at thatmothmanpodcast@gmail.com. You can follow us on Instagram at your neighbor Mothman.
I gotta add that to the middle here, but it is on the link tree thing that we have.
Yeah.
So
If you're on Spotify or other services that do comments and ratings,
yeah,
leave us a comment. Leave us a rating.
say what's up.
You can follow Coralie, who did our artwork, at Coral_ly on Instagram. Pay your artists unless they use AI.
Yeah, then they're
Then
not an
you're
artist.
legally obligated to cannibalize them.
Sorry, we don't make the rules. We just enforce them.
No, I'm not going to enforce them.
We just let you know about them.
Yeah, we just tell them. We just tell you.
We just inform you on the rules. Cannibalism is required of those using AI. Sorry.
They want to make slop. They are slop.
Yep.
You get to eat them up. Yum, yum, yum.
Yum, yum, yum. Eat the AI.
Here's my other recommendation. Do not read The House Across the Lake by Riley Sager.
Wow.
Or Riley Seeger. I don't know how it's pronounced.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
An anti-recommendation.
Anti-recommendation.
Okay.
That book is 270 straight pages of murder mystery, and it is 80 pages of a fucking supernatural episode, and then it's 20 pages of murder mystery again, pretending like the fucking supernatural episode didn't just goddamn interrupt everything that was going on. You're watching your fucking ID channel, and then someone sat on the remote while you were looking away during commercial, and you watched an entire supernatural episode, and then someone sat on the remote in the exact same way, and they pressed the back button.
Yeah.
And you finished off your ID channel fucking murder mystery.
Madam Web does that movie, where it's just where the main lady leaves to go do another movie in the middle of the movie, and we watch that movie for a little bit, and then it goes back to the movie we were watching. Just like, no, I'm gonna go. Yeah. I know we've got all this pressing stuff going on. I'm gonna go for a week, 2 weeks to the Amazon to find this spider cult thing or whatever.
Upcoming spoilers for The House Across the Lake. Oh, you thought it was the husband that did it? No, actually, the wife is possessed by my dead ex-husband that drowned in the lake.
Damn.
And we gotta kill him, but he can't die in the water because then his spirit's gone.
Okay.
So then they fucking get the soul back into the right fucking person by the main character trying to drown herself.
Okay.
Sorry, actually, it's actually something you're gonna love.
Yeah.
We get a little soul transference.
Do love a good soul transfer. Who is wife?
Who is wife? And who was phone?
Who is phone?
So yeah. So then she tries to drown herself to kill the spirit of her dead ex-husband, who was the serial killer.
Okay.
Who the book made the other guy look like.
Yeah.
So that happens, and then fucking you're like, okay, cool, that's the end of the book. And then they're like, no, actually, that guy was trying to kill his wife though, for sure, for real.
Okay.
And I'm just like, all right, dude, I don't care anymore. It's the first time I've had to put down a book because I was actively angry at it.
Ugh.
I was like, for the first 270 pages, I was like, I can't put this fucking down.
Yeah.
It was a bad book.
Yeah, but it was, yeah.
18 times during that book, there was a fucking paragraph telling me what a hangover was. And then they're like, here's fucking Supernatural.
We flipped to the CW real quick. Hope you don't mind.
Yeah, man.
Uh,
It was like when we're watching fucking AEW and then all of a sudden Black Adam comes on.
yeah.
It's just like, what are we doing? That's it.
Yeah, hit up
Now I'm angry
boardnerds.store if you want merchandise. That's where
If
we
you-
got stuff.
If you want your Who Was Phone shirt,
Yeah.
go to board.
Be sure to write in and let us know that the demand is high for that.
I'm gonna email you. I'm gonna create a bunch of fake email accounts to get the Who Was Phone shirt made. When I could just ask.
Yeah, or we could just go, yeah, let's do it.
No, it's too bad, dude. All right, well, thanks for listening,
All right,
everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. See you on the next episode.
And watching. And thinking. And praying.
Oh. And commenting.
Yeah.
Starsing. Bye.
My other recommendation, smoke some Camel Crush menthols.
Hell yeah.
I don't think we're supposed to recommend people take up smoking. Yeah. I'm the Sturgeon General.
I'm no ethicist.
I'm no epidemiologist.
I'm no